I'm going to say this once, I'm going to say it loud and clear. Anything you're struggling with, you have a part in. Everything you're going through in life, you have a part in. And I said it in another video, if there's a pattern in your life, it's not the external, it's you. And that is in regards to patterns directly related to you. Not other people, not society, your patterns in life. If you find yourself consistently in the same situations with a different face, whether it's personal, in yourself, friends, family, relationships, finances, work, social, whatever the fuck. If you consistently find yourself in repetitive patterns, you have to ask yourself, all right, what part am I playing in this? What am I doing that's attracting this, or what am I choosing constantly that I find myself teaching? What am I allowing? What am I resisting? You have to take an audit and recognize, what part am I playing? Because that's when you take back control. When you recognize that you have a responsibility, you have a part to play in everything that happens in your life, every choice that you make will lead you to somewhere. That means you get to make a new choice if you wanted to. So everything that happens, if you're happy in your life, take an audit. Great, what are choices that I consistently made that lead to this great thing? If you're unhappy in a certain area of your life, take an audit. What choices have I been making? If you are, whatever happens in your life, you have to ask yourself, what are you doing about it, right? What are you doing about it? If you're not happy, what are you doing about it? First of all, take an audit. How did I get here? Secondly, what am I consistently choosing that's keeping me here? And then what am I doing to get myself out of it? So if you're struggling with money and you constantly struggle with money, constantly in these repetitive patterns, all right, what are the choices that led me here? Okay, what are some bad habits? What are some good habits? Right? What am I constantly choosing right now? What am I consistently still choosing that's keeping me here? And what am I doing about it? All right, so I don't have time to necessarily change my job or this right now. But can I research about money? Can I read books? Can I listen to podcasts? Can I learn? Can I organize my finances? Can I come up with some different idea? What am I doing? What am I doing? There's always a choice, there's always responsibility. So again, if you find yourself in some repetitive situations, if you find yourself in unfavorable situations, ask yourself, what part am I playing in this? What part what led me here? What's keeping me here? And what am I doing about it?